The Lighthouse Keeper's Secret. In a quaint coastal town, nestled between rugged cliffs and crashing waves, there stood a solitary lighthouse that watched over the tumultuous sea. At its helm was old Captain Albert, the keeper of the light for more years than anyone could remember. With his weathered face and piercing blue eyes, he seemed as much a part of the landscape as the towering beacon itself. The townsfolk spoke of Captain Albert in hushed tones, weaving tales of his mysterious past and the secrets he held within the confines of the lighthouse walls. Some said he was a former sailor who had lost everything to the sea, while others whispered of a love lost long ago to the waves. One stormy night, as the wind howled and the rain battered against the windows of the town's cottages, a stranger arrived on the shore. Drenched and weary, he stumbled upon the lighthouse, seeking shelter from the tempest. Captain Albert, with a wary eye, welcomed the stranger inside, offering him a seat by the crackling fire. As the storm raged on outside, the two men shared stories over mugs of steaming tea. The stranger, a writer in search of inspiration, was captivated by the tales of the sea that Captain Albert spun. Yet, beneath the surface, he sensed a sadness that lingered in the old man's eyes. With each passing hour, the storm began to subside, and the first light of dawn peeked over the horizon. It was then that Captain Albert revealed the truth he had long kept hidden within his heart. "I was once a sailor, much like yourself," he confessed, his voice heavy with emotion. "But it was not the sea that took everything from me. It was the choices I made, the ones that led me away from the ones I loved." As the sun rose higher in the sky, casting a golden glow across the lighthouse chamber, Captain Albert shared the story of a love lost to pride and stubbornness. He spoke of a woman whose laughter was like music to his ears, whose smile could brighten even the darkest of days. The stranger listened intently, his heart heavy with empathy for the old man's sorrow. In that moment, he realized that the true purpose of his journey had been to hear this tale of love and loss, to find inspiration in the depths of another's pain. As the day drew to a close and the stranger prepared to depart, Captain Albert offered him one final piece of wisdom. "Cherish the ones you love, for you never know when they may slip away," he said, his voice tinged with regret. "And never let pride stand in the way of forgiveness, for it is a burden too heavy to bear alone." With those words echoing in his mind, the stranger bid farewell to the lighthouse keeper, carrying with him not only a story to tell, but also a newfound appreciation for the fragility of life and love. And as the sun dipped below the horizon, casting long shadows across the rugged coastline, Captain Albert stood alone once more, his heart heavy with the weight of his secrets and the memories of a love that had never truly faded away.